You know, there's a story. There's a lady that actually, I speak to a lot of people, right? There's a lady that came to me that's like, you know what, I want to lose weight. I was bigger. I was actually bigger than this, and yeah, my health journey is another story. But then she told me, she said, I want to lose weight, but the people around me actually said to me, yeah, fine, we're all gonna die anyway. Actually, why even pursuing this and blah blah blah. So I said to her, you know what, I think your weight loss issue is really not about you being disciplined. It's actually the people around you. So imagine having to go with that friend to a grocery store and having to buy your greens and whatever, and you with someone next to you that is actually going to buy junk, and actually not even just buying junk, because that is also something that you have to deal with, that you have to be disciplined and say, okay, these are that person's choice. But having to whisper to you, you living with a flatmate that tells you, oh, when they bring friends along, they're like, yo, that is for Ubanbani. They want to lose weight and they're still drinking alcohol and they're still doing this. That person is not even clapping for your progress that you actually do. And I'm like, and I asked her, I was like, do you really think that person has the best interests in your heart? Why is someone laughing at you? Why is someone laughing at you trying to be a better person? You know, so those are the things that we need to look at. Am I saying this person must get rid of the friend? No, but maybe downgrade them from that person that you thought is supposed to be your circle, that is supposed to empower you. But maybe downgrade them and understand that, okay, they are walking in that level of ignorance or whatever it is, but I need to pick myself up and make sure that I look for people that are here now, because she's here in her mindset and what I want to do. And there's nothing wrong with her, but there's something wrong with me when I want to stoop down and be at her level. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things, and we know the things, the people, the places, the habits that we need to put off in order for us to put on. So in conclusion, I want to close it off with just to let you guys know that it is an encouragement that you need to get your house in order. House, I mean this. Your house needs to be in order. There are things that you know, even in your physical house, that, okay, this is time to spring clean. This is time for me to get rid of these shoes that no longer fit me. Not even no longer fit me, but they're just so raggedy that I can't even give them away, you know? So those are the things you need to throw away, you put away. You put away the trash. You see the invoices that no longer serve you, that have been there, they've just been lingering. There are people in your life where you're just like, but this person is there, they're just there. But each and every time I find myself having to be disturbed by the fact that they are there and they're just idle, they're not doing anything, they're not bothering me. But why is it bothersome? You might find that those people are just there valid to monitor your life, that it doesn't go anywhere. And there are people like that in life. So there are things, there are people, you know, that you need to, just as the very same way you have the time to spring clean your house, the very same way you have the time to notice where there's dust, the very same way where you have to look at and see that, okay, there's a hole there, I saw there was rain and this is what happened, and if I continue to let it just drip, it's gonna mess up the hole. You know, sometimes it might be a little hole, but the minute you let it go, it becomes a bigger issue that needs for you to do bigger work and pay a heftier price for that. So that is the same thing with your heart. That is the same thing with your soul. That is the same thing with your body. With whatever it is that happens, mind, body, soul, that emotions, your will, that happens inside of you, that is the very same way, and that is the very same manner of approach you should be taking. Clean up house. And that is my encouragement, that as we are working from the inside, we cannot just want and desire and do all these things without having to work on the inside. Because you might get it, but if you still have the same people, the same habits, you will lose it. You know what I mean? So in order for you to have it and sustain it and keep it, you need to understand that with each and every level of your life, there needs to be a shedding that happens. There needs to be a putting off that happens. That's like, okay, now I'm at this level. When you buy a car, for example, if you were buying a certain, you were in a certain level, you need to understand that if I want an SUV, if I want this and that with an engine of some of this sort, if I want to travel this much, before I used to travel this much, before I used lesser fuel, before the engine, before it was a small car, you need to make necessary steps. I mean, you need to take necessary steps in order to equip yourself for the SUV that you want, for example, because if you don't, you're going to fall back into the same cycle. So you'd rather be the person that is aware that this is the time. These are the changes that I need to make, because I will no longer run in this fuel, because I will not longer run. Then it means there are certain things that I need to put away, or there are certain things that I need to put on. If it means I'm going to put on a second stream of income, there are certain disciplines that need to come. And I'm talking about now having to get whatever extra that you want to get in terms of an SUV. So there are things, each and every level, that you need to be aware that that level requires a new you. Be kind to yourself, because you will be meeting a place where you've never been before. But understand that it takes work. Understand that you need to put off. And the same way with your house. If your house is cluttered, the same way with your house. If you're someone that hoards things and you're a hoarder, your house is full and there's no space for new things to come in, then you are not ready to go to a second level, because there's not even space for things that are supposed to come in. So you need to get rid of, you need to put off the things that no longer serve you, so that you can put on the new things. So guys, stay encouraged, and I'm going to encourage you with the last verse, which is from Philippians chapter 4, which says that don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. So you tell God, then you get into a space of gratitude, right? And then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. There's nothing as peaceful as peace of mind. You know, with all your wanting, with all your desires, you need to still be able to sleep at night. You cannot be tossing and turning. Yes, the world's custom says, "Team, no sleep." The world's custom, remember in Romans 12 verse 2 says that if your dreams don't make you toss and turn at night, they're not too big enough, or whatever it is that they're talking about. But this word right here says, renew your mind and understand that when you are interdependent, when you are working and walking with God, there is a place where God gives you rest, gives you peace, because you are not tossing and turning with anxiety, because you know very well that in the morning He will give you the steps that you need to follow, and He will order you. He will order your steps. So that is also the work of the Holy Spirit, and that is what you need to pursue in your life. Let me continue. And then it says, now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true, what is honorable, what is right and pure, lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. So those are the things that that is saying that. So fine, you put away all the bitterness, the grudge, the rage, the conflict, all the I don't need people attitude, all the pride, the ego, all the childhood traumas. In the process, what happens? Because if you put away, there needs to be something that comes in. So that is what it is saying, that you fix your eyes and you fix your thoughts on things that are pure, that are admirable, for you to look at your dreams and actually believe that they are attainable, for you to love people, for you to be courteous to people, for you to understand that it's okay to open up, to trust again. It is okay to ask for help. It is okay that you've been hurt. You've put that away. But now what you are putting in is to understand that those things are not the same as what you are going to receive, because you are receiving God's grace. You are receiving God's love. In each and everything, you need to put off to put on. Each and every level, guys, there's no two ways about it. We are not going to dodge this. The very same way we are not going to dodge suffering. There's the very same way we are not going to dodge challenges. So I'm here for us to do the inner work. Remember that we are on our necks with our dreams, goals, and ambitions. But I'm not here to tell you that you close your eyes, picture that car, and go for it. No, I want to get to a point where you understand, why are you fearful in actually having to own that car? Why are you finding yourself not believing that you can be an entrepreneur? Why does it bother you that you need to be this, but you are not finding yourself to be this? Why are you so resentful? Why are you not forgiving? Why do you find yourself speaking ill about people? Why don't you see with your eyes the beauty of things? Why is it a challenge? Are you bitter inside of you? Did you grow up not being told that you are able, you are capable? Hugs? Or was it the reason why you have that outlook is because you grew up in an environment? Do you know, can you understand what I'm saying? And then all of that will enable us not just to pursue dreams, goals, and ambitions for us, but we are breaking certain things, certain patterns that maybe even come from families, that we are saying it's fine for us. Our children, our children's children will be better off without what we had to go through, because we are deciding to put away so that we can put on. So it is bigger than us, guys. There are things that I had to get rid of, and I didn't have to get rid of them for me. But there are things where literally I sat down and I was just like, why do I have this all of a sudden urge of wanting to leave this? And God actually gave me a word. Believe it or not, God does speak. But I'm not saying that He does this audible. Maybe for some people it happens, but not for me. But God gave me a voice. God gave me a word that I'm convicting you of this because you need to leave it at this level. It is no longer going to serve you, for it's not conducive for the next level where I'm taking you. Unfortunately, there is a blessing and there is a generation that you have to reach out, that is connected to what you are currently doing, that is connected to the person that I want you to be. And that means you need to put away certain things and lifestyle choices, because they will be detrimental, like they will break you down for where I'm going. Even if you can force it and we can go there, but you will find yourself being shamed, you will find yourself being filled with guilt. So rather not do it than having to undo the whole thing and coming back to me and crying to me. And I had to do it, and I'm seeing it now that, damn, okay, because God knows further than what I know, I can see that, damn, imagine if I was still that person. Imagine these kids having to be like, oh, we saw you, or you doing this, you doing that. And I'm just here speaking about certain things. You know how hard it is to tell someone not to do something, not even your child, but so many children that God entrusted in your hands. And you were just like, no, don't do it. No, but, ma'am, but yesterday, but, you know what I mean? So in that moment, I didn't understand. In that moment, I only understood one aspect, because he also revealed to me that that lifestyle led you to losing so many things. And he literally led me to a pattern of seeing how I made certain choices because of that lifestyle, from relationships to finances to choosing certain friendships and losing as well, you know. So it was all wrapped around in that one thing, and I was just like, oh. So I had to put it off and to put on this new me that is misunderstood right now, and that's okay. But am I happy? Am I at peace with myself? Very much so. So guys, you will be misunderstood. There are people that will not understand your journey, but you and God understand where you are going, because you are seeing further than what people. It's okay. Don't judge or blame people for seeing this level of you, because you saw that in your vision, and you are going for that person you saw because God showed you, or where you going. But those people are not privy. They don't have that eye. They don't have a preview, or they don't even have that of you. You know. So don't blame them, but understand that you need to do the work. So this is my encouragement, and I spoke longer than I expected, but I think this is just me, and I'm understanding right now. So I think I'll make it a part. I'll make it two parts, so that it is palatable. You know, some people don't like to watch things for long. So, and I really urge you guys to pray. you know, with me, I believe in prayer. I really urge you to pray, because there is something that opens inside of you. Even having to be vulnerable, come to God and say, I don't know how I can do this. I really want to stop this. I really want to pursue this, but I don't know why it's hard for me to get rid of or to put off. And you'll be surprised what prayer does. You'll be surprised how your eyes will open. You'll be surprised of the favor that comes, that God literally minuses certain things that you thought will never be gone in your life, and or maybe things that you are afraid to approach, and God just does you a favor and removes them. But in that removing, don't go chasing after them again. So thank you for watching, guys, and stay encouraged. Please, please pray. Please thank God, number one, that He's made you aware that you need to put off things. Thank God that there is an opportunity for you to do things over again. Thank God that He will make you aware of the patterns, the insanity. Remember, doing things over, the same thing over again, and expecting a different result. He will help you pinpoint that you will write down and actually be intentional. Remember, putting off, you need to intentionally act. You can't just pray and say, Lord, take this cup. No, this is not the moment to do that. This is the moment to pray and at the same time be intentional. It is the moment to big head. When big head calls you, it's a moment for you to say, no, I will be with my children. Or even if you are scared of blocking them and saying, you know what, now this is not the life for me anymore, just be a person that tries to say no, even if it's in a polite way, so that you can see that you are exercising putting off, so those little things and nuances. Even if it's friends that are like, friend, I know you're saving up, but we need to go there. Just be in a position where even if you make up a lie and say, I need to do this and then it will build up, and they will see that this person is changing. You will also build up confidence, courage, and to be able to actually stand up and be like, no, not anymore. Like, you can invite me to these areas, but not this area. And people that love you, people that clap for your progress, and they see that there is good that is coming out of what you are doing, shouldn't be mad at you. If they're mad at you, those are the people you need to pray to God for. I don't know whether to remove them or to change them, but pray. So yeah, that is my encouragement, guys. Ephesians chapter 4, let's put off and let's put on. We don't just put off and leave it empty, because we are making space for things that we do not want. We put off and we are intentional in putting on, because when you put off, anything else can come and occupy. So remember that, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Once again, I love you guys. And comment, share, subscribe. What is it? What is the other one? Comment, like, share, subscribe, and do the whole shebang. So I really love you guys, and I really pray for progress reports. I've got a testimony type of thing, so I will share it and I will let you guys know about it. Mwah.